have any questions on that, on technique, on setup, on anything like that.
No, but I think that visualization is helpful, just to visualize the line behind it.
And you are turning your foot.
You are turning your foot a little bit.
I never realized that.
Always stayed
I've always stayed stationary.
Right. You know, and what happens is when you stay stationary, or what I saw with yours is that you set up a little bit with your weight back here.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it because they're trying to help the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the opposite is what we want to do. You know, especially with chipping, and we're going to see that next. Is that the more we can get our weight going this way, the easier it is to make solid contact. Okay. If we get back here, it's very easy for our hands to want to flip. You know, to do all the work because we eliminated our body and we eliminate our power source. So the next thing is to do it with our hands. It's the only way to get the club back to square or at least hit a decent shot. By putting your weight a little bit left, it makes it easier to feel like you're getting off your foot. You know, if you're back here, I can't really do anything but that. You know, and that's just awkward anyway, so just might as well not lift it. You know, so what we want to try and do, and again, like Marley said with the visual, we get used to seeing a line, okay? And that takes away from thinking about the ball. And again, it's tricky to try and feel like we're hitting the sand and look at the ball. So I would say, if you get used to looking at the line, when you're out there and you can't draw it, you're going to get used to looking at the sand, okay? And then your brain doesn't have to compute two different things. If you're looking at the ball and telling it, I want to hit the sand, it's hard because you always want to look at or hit what you're looking at. Okay, so I would say pick out a granule sand or something behind the ball and really focus on that so that you're not thinking about ball. You're thinking, I want to hit a certain spot, and more times than not, you're not going to be off by much.
You fool your brain.
You fool your brain. You know, so you're thinking less about result and more about the execution of what you're trying to do, and I guarantee you your shots are going to get better. Because if you think about, you're picking a small little pebble there, right? And if you're off by this much, it's a lot better than looking at the ball and just saying, I want to hit behind it. You know, then you can be off by this much, you can be off by this much. It's going to be different every time. All right? So I would say if you guys are going to come out and practice, I would do that drill for a little while until you feel comfortable, and then from there it's really just rehearsing that motion. Once you get the setup down, it's just continuing to feel that your body is turning and you're trying to hit the same spot every time. All right?
Do you do anything different? This sand is particularly hard today, or wet. Do you do anything different for, fluffy sand?
The fluffier the sand is, you know, the harder you're going to have to swing through it and the less sand you want to take. All right, so you can hit a little bit closer to the golf ball with heavier sand because the more sand you take, the harder it's going to be for your club to go through it. All right, so especially if you hit a little bit too far behind it, you're never going to get it out. So I would say you really want to aim, set up a little more left and try and feel like you're hitting a little closer to that golf ball. Not that we're trying to hit it, but if we're trying to hit that much behind it on normal sand, we might want that much on heavier sand, just so you don't have to fight through it as much. You know, it's just like the rough. You're going to take a harder swing through the rough than you would the fairway. Same concept in the sand. All right. Any more questions? All right. Let's go on to chipping. I just want to say thank you for coming today. I hope that really helped.
That's great.
Yeah.
Don't replace us next time.
I will not. Does anyone have any questions about anything today? Anything that you want me to cover real quick before we leave?
They were excellent.
They were good, like I said, the visuals.
Good.
You know what I like? I just told Matt this. All I'm thinking on this exercise here is about that.
Where would you like to go?
Nothing else. Usually we could say, kind of how this or that area.
Wow. Thank you. I'm glad. You know, and again, if you just kind of keep it simple, if you keep the setup very consistent,